Hi guys, so I'm going to get situated here. So, couple of things. I have 6 different types of diapers here in front of me. I did have 7, but this one, it's already a little bit wet. The indicator has started to turn. And I honestly, all I know is this is a Pampers. I don't know what kind of Pampers or anything like that. It doesn't specify on it, but yeah. So the brands that I have, these are all size 1s, by the way. The only brand I don't have that I do know of that aren't too pricey is Love's, because I could not find a size 1 Love's anywhere, and I didn't want to use a size 3 that she's in now because obviously it would be more of an advantage for a size 3 as opposed to a size 1. So the size 3 Love's would probably hold more. But this is a Huggies Little Snugglers right here. We've got some plain Pampers, which I'll probably use the one that's in the package instead of this one, just to make things fair, I guess. We've got this one. It's a Kirkland or a Costco. It says Costco Wholesale Corp on the back, but on the inside it says Kirkland right here. So I'm not sure which. All I know is it's a size 1. And then we've got 2 of these ones, which again, I'm only going to use 1. I think these ones are the Huggies Snug and Dry. If I'm wrong, please correct me down in the description so everyone else knows that diaper number 4 is not the Snug and Dry, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Again, all I know is it's Huggies size 1. Really?
That was the bank card on the counter if you need it.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to go anywhere though.
Just in case for her.
Oh.
It'll be an earring.
Alright. Love you too. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm not going to be sitting like this the entire time, but I just wanted to kind of quickly go over what this video is. So I am going to be testing to see which diapers kind of hold the most water. So I have 6 different brands here. I have a Huggies Little Snuggler. I have some plain Pampers, which I actually have 2 of 4 of these brands, but I'm only going to be using like 1 of them. So I have some Pampers. I'm not sure if this diaper would be if this one would be considered Costco or Kirkland, because on the back it says Costco Whole Corp. I don't know if you could see that, or Wholesale Corp, but on the inside clasp it says Kirkland right here, so I'm not sure which to call it. I'll probably just call it Costco if you guys this way it makes it easier to remember. I have 2 of these. Pretty sure these are Huggies Little Snugglers. They do have writing on the back of them because I had a lady from one of my due date groups that I'm in send these to me, and these were from her baby shower that she just didn't get to use. I have 2 Honest diapers. I have the bunny and a panda. I'll probably use the bunny one because it's adorable. And then I have some Up and Up diapers. Now these ones look to be bigger than all of the other diapers. All of the other ones are relatively the same size, but let me go ahead and open up the Up and Up package here. So not only are they just I don't know, I don't really care for the Up and Up diapers. They never really worked well for my daughter, but they're also wider and just, I don't know, they're bigger in general, and they're not my favorite. Now, I have a lot of people who've told me they love the Up and Up diapers, but to me they run big and they don't work well for my daughter. So if you guys are new to this channel and found me because of this video, I have a almost 1-year-old. She will be 1 here in like a week or so. And my name's Tiffany, and I started my channel mostly to help other people who went through infertility. It took me 2.5 years, 1 second trimester loss at around 18 weeks. So yeah, if you guys are new, welcome. I hope you guys will stick around and just watch some content. Again, these are all size 1 diapers. I wanted to make the grounds fair. So I do not have Loves or the Hello Bello or Parents' Choice. There's a couple diapers I don't have because I couldn't get my hands on them. But these are the diapers I do have. Again, there are 6 brands here. I'm going to be using some food coloring for the different diapers. I have a 1 cup measuring cup, which I will start with 1 diaper. I will do 1 cup with the food coloring, and then I'll do it again. So there will be 2 cups per diapers. Now I'm gonna see which ones hold up to the 2 cups without showing any signs of like, if I can think of the word, without showing any signs of dripping or leaking. I do have a throwaway bucket for the excess water that is going to be dripping out of the diapers or what have you. And then I have a bucket with just some plain water. So I'm gonna get you guys set up probably over here on the side. I'm gonna clear off the table except for my cup, the food coloring, and 1 of the brands of diapers. And we'll start with that. I just don't want to have all of these diapers here on the table taking up a lot of space. So let's go ahead and move you. Whoops. So we're gonna raise this up a smidge, and then you guys should be able to lean forward. I have got to switch you guys around on my tripod. Okay guys, so if you guys can see right here, I did add some red food coloring to this water. It is a little bit over a cup. It's kind of hard to get it exactly to 1 cup for me for some reason. But this is lukewarm water, kind of like if you were to pee. And I want to give a shout out to Phoebe Green. She is actually over on my Facebook group for my YouTube channel. Its link is down in the description box if you guys want to come over and hang out sometime. But she suggested I make it warmer, like warm, to stimulate or simulate pee, like a baby was peeing in their diaper, and to dye it a color so you can kind of see, she said it shows it absorbing more or something like that. I can't exactly remember, it was last night that we had spoken about it, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. This is the Huggies. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see, but it does say Huggies Little Snugglers right here, size 1, and I'm gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up. So my daughter was not able to use Huggies. It broke her out super bad in a rash, and it was actually the Little Snugglers that we had tried. So we're gonna go ahead and get this to lay as flat as we can, hopefully. And we're just gonna go ahead and start pouring some red water into here. I don't know if you guys can see, but so far, so good. We're gonna let that soak in a little bit, and we're gonna pour some more. Pour some up here and on this little hump. So that all pretty much soaked in, no issues. Obviously the diaper feels pretty heavy, But we're gonna go ahead and grab some more water. Alright, so again, it's a little bit over a cup. I'm not gonna be the measuring police or anything like that. I just want to do this experiment for you guys so we can figure out which of these 6 diapers holds the most. And if all of this holds all of the 2 cups, no issues, I will set them aside and we will add probably half a cup by half cup just to see until they start to not absorb anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and start pouring in some more. Let that absorb. There's still some white up here and up here where it is not absorbed. And we do have, well, maybe not, maybe it was just the way it was sitting. It looked like there was some that was not absorbing, but it was probably just the way the diaper was laying. So far, so good. This has absorbed everything. If I squish, obviously the water comes out. So, if your kid had a lot of pee in their diaper and you just didn't change it for one reason or another, I would probably not suggest the Huggies, because after 2 cups, you can squish out water. I don't know if you guys can see it pooling around my finger. But obviously that would just be sitting against their skin if they're sitting on it. So I will just go ahead and slide this over. And we're just gonna kind of set it there. Now, on to the Pampers. I do not remember what like specific brand of Pampers this is. I think it's just the generic, you know, like everyday Pampers. I did have, where is it? Oh, I did have this Pampers too. I'm not sure of anything about it other than it is Pampers, but the wetness indicator started to get wet, so we're just not going to use that one. But we're going to go ahead and open up the Pampers. We're going to grab our water. We're going to set it here. We're going to grab our green food coloring this time. Add a few drops. Stir it up. And start pouring. So this one, I noticed it beads up a lot more than the Huggies did. I don't know if that's just the way Pampers were designed or whatnot, but I personally don't like how it beads up like that. Like the water is just sitting there on the surface and it takes a minute to absorb. That to me is not good, because then like it's obviously as your kid or your baby is peeing, it's just sitting there. So that to me is not something I would like. But we're not gonna knock it. It may hold more than all of the other diapers. So we're going to go ahead and put the green aside, stir this up, and add in the second cup of green. Wait for that to absorb before I pour the rest of it into here. Okay, so the Pampers, if it is laying flat, there's nothing there. It's all absorbed. However, when I lift it up, you guys can see, hopefully, that it pulls. So it's not actually all absorbed. As to where the Huggies, if I picked it up, I can fold it a little bit and it's not pulling anywhere. So the Pampers, I don't suggest Pampers because of how that is. Again, I will go over it more in depth towards the end about which ones I would like. But, well, this one's not really pulling that much now. It does have weird ridges in it, so it kind of reminds me of a pad. I don't know if you guys can see, but those ridges right there, that's how the diaper is, and I don't think I could get it to flatten out. I think it's just the way the cotton or whatever it is absorbs the liquid. But moving on to the Kirkland / Costco brand. Go ahead and open it up. Grab some of our water. And this one is going to be the yellow food coloring. So I add about 3 to 4 drops per 1 cup just to tint it a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and start adding our yellow water. So immediately this one pulls more than even the Pampers. It just kind of sits there on the surface for a minute. But we're gonna go ahead and dump in this whole cup and let it absorb. I really don't think this one's gonna hold 2 cups based off how it's looking already. But we're gonna go ahead and add 4 drops, cap it, set it aside, stir, and start pouring. So I did about half a cup just to let that absorb in because it's really pooling right now. So we're just gonna keep going. Do you guys see how that water, how the water's just sitting there and it's taking a good time to absorb? I really don't think this is gonna hold anymore. There's still 1/4 of a cup left, but it's still pooling on the sides in like the ruching area. There's still a bunch of liquid right here that has not absorbed. Let's poke it and see. Oh yeah, it just seeps out of like every little crevice. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and add this other 1/4 of a cup just to level the playing field, I guess. This diaper is so heavy compared to the other ones already. I think it's because it's such a concentrated area in the diaper. Anyways, set it aside and move on to the Huggies Snug and Dry. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the Huggies Snug and Dry. It's got a nice blue panel here. Probably extra absorbency, I would think. But we're gonna go ahead and grab some water. This one obviously is going to be dyed blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for extra added color. I love this blue right now. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and open this diaper to the best of our ability again. And, ooh, pour some in. Let that soak so maybe we can lay our diaper out a little bit flatter. It's still wanting to bunch up right there and I cannot get it to kind of sit flat, but I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of our 1 cup. Grab another cup of water. Add some blue. And start pouring some more. Okay, so I did about a little over half cup. Let that absorb. And then add the rest of it. Now I'm doing it up here right now because there is still a lot of white that had not absorbed like any blue. It was still white up here. So this diaper seems to be doing well so far. I'm gonna go ahead and set that one right there. Onto the Parent's Choice. Now I'm gonna use a spare diaper and clean up some of this water, just because I want a nice dry surface. They're not very good at picking up water that's on a table. So there's that. We're gonna go ahead and try to dry this a little bit better because all it really did was smeared the water around. There we go. All right, so before I open up that diaper, I'm going to grab my cup of water, which I will need to tip my bucket to get. All right, we're gonna add 2 blue and 2 red just to make it a different color than the other diapers. So it should be a nice purple. Gonna go ahead and open up our Honest diaper. Lay it out. I really wish I could get them to just kind of lay flat, but they don't. They want to bunch up to shape a baby's bottom, which is obviously a good thing. But we're gonna go ahead and add this cup of water. Oh no, oh no. Mistakes have been made. So this one, it could still hold more. However, it just leaked everywhere. So this one's gonna go into our bucket because I need to clean up and I really don't want another diaper mess. So real quick, Honest, while they're cute and adorable, not very practical, at least not for this experiment. Now I am going to go and run and grab a towel real quick before this becomes a huge mess. Okay, you guys can see that I'm back. We have a nice clean surface and we're gonna do our last diaper. The Target Up and Up brand. Grab some water. And we're gonna do red and yellow to hopefully make orange. I did have to sit there and think about what two colors to mix to make what color, but I figured it out. Go ahead and stir, and we did get orange. Go ahead and lay this open. So I am going to do another Honest diaper in a completely new diaper just to see if maybe it was just the way I had poured it. I'm not gonna knock the Honest because personally we love Honest diapers here. So this one is actually pulling quite a bit and it's taking a lot longer to absorb. It's legitimately just sitting in the diaper right now. I have to kind of move it to get it to absorb more. But we're gonna go ahead and do our second cup. All right, we're gonna do about half a cup. That was only about a quarter cup. Okay, so that's about a cup and a half in here. If you guys can see, it is just taking so much time to absorb. I don't know if that's just because there's so much liquid in this diaper. There's the other cup, so there's 2 cups of water. But it is taking so much time to absorb. It's just sitting in the ruching to help hold like poops in. As I tipped it, the liquid did mostly go away, but it just doesn't want to seem to absorb everything. So there's still some water pooling in the sides here, but we're gonna go ahead and turn that on, put this here, and we're gonna try the other Honest diaper again, just to see if it was my doing or what have you, that the other one had leaked. So we've got a cup, and we're just gonna add, actually that's way over a cup. Close enough? We're gonna add a little bit of each color to hopefully come up with a completely different color than all of these. I should have just stuck with purple again, but I wanted a completely different color just like for my own personal preference, I guess. So this is a dark green. We're just gonna kind of see how this goes. So I am going to do it a little bit differently than I did last time. So I'm gonna start and just kind of pour it all here in the center. I am gonna let it absorb a little bit, so maybe I can kind of get it to stay a little bit flatter, maybe. Okay, so there's 1 cup. It absorbed pretty quick. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of sloosh it around. Gonna go grab our last but not least cup of water. Gonna go ahead and 2 blue, a couple yellow, a couple red, and a couple green, just to get that darker green color. So this is more of a forest green instead of like a normal colored green, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some more. Okay, so that's about 1.5 cups. That it took a little bit longer to absorb, but still not really pooling here in like the ruching right here. So we're gonna add some up here because it's still pretty white, but we're just gonna add the rest of that. Okay, so yeah, Honest Company definitely does not hold 2 cups of water. So it's legitimately not soaking up anything else. It is pooling here in the sides. Literally push it, and it's just pushing more out on the sides. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but it just pushes it out the sides. And it completely soaked up to the waistband and not just in the absorbency part. You guys can see it's green all the way up to here. It's green all the way over. It's just, Honest diapers do not hold as much as the others. So Honest diapers are definitely not a good diaper. It obviously, I think the first mishap with the diapers were my fault. Or I think it was my fault, not were. But I'm pretty sure it was my fault that the purple just kind of ran all over the table. But I'm going to kind of fix you guys here so that, well, maybe, goodness. So I could talk to you guys a little bit more about these diapers. So, the Honest, not worth the money. So a lot of you guys, if you guys have babies, and you looked into different diapers, a lot of people know Honest diapers are pricey. They are $26 around me anyways. I'm not sure of everywhere else, but around me at Target and stuff like that, Honest diapers are 26 bucks a box, and you only get, I think for a size 1, I think there were maybe 50 in the box. I don't even think it was that many, to be honest. I can't remember exactly. My daughter is in size 3s right now, so it was quite a while away. Like, it was quite a long time ago that she was in size 1s. However, it didn't hold up to what people make them seem like. Based off of this, you get more coverage with the Up and Up diapers, which are cheaper than you do with Honest diapers. Honestly, both Huggies, the Pampers, the Kirkland or Costco, and the Up and Up all held more and held up in a better way than the Honest diapers. So I'm gonna come back to, I do believe, yes, this is the Little Snugglers. I want to kind of go back through and do like a poke test just to see after the water has absorbed. So there is nothing left in the ruching area, and it's kind of pulling in the ruching when I poke, but not a whole lot, just not nearly anything really, and it absorbs back up right away. So if your kid can wear Huggies, I would suggest the Little Snugglers. Like I said, I cannot use Huggies on my daughter. They break her out in a rash real bad. And these do have the wetness indicator. I think all of these ones left standing do actually. And it is blue all the way from front to back. Obviously, you can see that it is a wet diaper. However, if your baby has a super bad diaper rash of some sort, which my daughter has gotten once or twice, it would have been nice to have the wetness indicators, but all of the diapers we use do not. And actually underneath of this one was perfectly dry. This one, it is moist underneath. You can feel the wetness on the outside of the diaper. This is Pampers, yes. Let's check the ruching. The ruching all seems to be good. However, I do see up here, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but there are beads of water sitting on the absorbency part. Let's give it a couple pokes. So far, nothing is coming out. So, Pampers, it holds the same amount. The only downside I feel is it feels wet. Like you can feel that it's wet. Actually, this one did have the wetness indicator. Maybe because I used green, you can't really see it. I didn't really think about that, but it was definitely, it feels moist. The Kirkland, it feels moist too, which is really weird. It's actually leaving water, like remnants on my table. But let's check the ruching. Ruching looks pretty dry. There's a couple drops over here, but they weren't really touching the absorbency part, so that's probably just the way I had poured it, that it was sitting like that. When I push it though, water does start pooling again, so we'll just do one finger because that's what I did with the other one. So yeah, it's still, I don't know if you guys can even see it now that it's not down like towards the table, but the Kirkland or Costco does pool into the ruching area. Again, the wetness indicator is now a blue to, it's honestly, it still looks yellow. I don't know if maybe it's because I had used the yellow dye, but you cannot really see a whole lot of blue in there. And I just tipped it upside down and some yellow came out. So that will be our next test. Hopefully this video is not too long for you guys. Hopefully you guys made it through. The Huggies Snug and Dry with like the extra absorbency pad. I'm gonna do some poking. Not really coming out of this sides. It is over here, but it's not over here, really. I mean, I don't know if maybe that's just the way the diaper was, like how it got wet, but the band up here where it sits on the back feels wet. The front doesn't, but the back does. The wetness indicator, you guys can definitely see on this one, it definitely absorbed to show the wetness, which is always a plus. Onto the Up and Up brand. So let's check the ruchings. They look clear. Let's do some poking. It leaks right out at the first little slightest poke. So if your baby has a super wet diaper and you just don't feel like changing them, which that's a very crappy thing to do as a parent, or we'll say overnight. What's the benefit of the doubt? Overnight, this is not a good diaper. Your baby would be sitting in their own pee more so than like a normal diaper or any other diaper, I should say, because the slightest little poke, it's pulling out into the ruching, and that means as your baby moves around at night, that's going to be getting pushed in different spots. It's going to be sitting in the ruching, going against their skin. It's just, to me, I don't care for the up and up diapers. The diapers do look a little weird on the outside now that they're wet. The wetness indicator turned like white. I don't know if it's because I used coloring or if because there's just so much water in them, but it's really weird because I would much rather have a nice blue line like with the Huggies Snug and Dry to show that the diaper's wet. Again, obviously upon first touch you can tell that these are soaked. I don't know how they hold up with just a little bit of water, and if the indicator turns blue or if it turns white, I'm not sure. But if I were to rate these from worst to best, the Honest diapers are the absolute worst. The Huggies Snug and Dry, I would say, is about the best. The Kirkland or the Up and Up. The Kirkland is actually a little bit worse than the Up and Up. And then it would be Pampers and then the Huggies Little Snugglers. So both of the Huggies actually show blue lines, and that is always a plus to me. The Pampers just kind of disappeared. The Kirkland, it is blue, so that one gets a plus in my book. But based off of those results, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think would be the worst or the best diaper. And that's it. I hope you guys made it through this video. I do know it was a long one, but again, diaper testing is kind of important, I feel, because you always want the best bang for your buck when it comes to babies, because babies are expensive, and I wouldn't want to spend 26 bucks on a box of Honest diapers and them not hold as much as cheaper brands like Costco and stuff like that. So that's my personal preference. I like the Honest diapers. We use them because I got them for a really good deal. I got them for $1 a box because I couponed super hard when I was pregnant with her. But I will not go out and purposefully buy them. It's just not my thing. But I understand some babies have allergies to the chemicals that are in certain diapers. But I do know the Hello Bello diapers are a good, cheaper alternative to Honest. They are sold at Walmart. Not sponsored or anything, by the way. We have used Hello Bello and we have liked them before. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a big thumbs up. Be sure to leave the comments down below. And also, just a little quick side note, since my daughter's birthday is coming up, if any of you guys would like to get her any kind of birthday presents, down in the description box is her Amazon baby birthday registry. It is just a baby registry, but I revamped it and made a new one. It's more for her birthday. It's got clothes that she'll fit into now instead of the smaller sizes. It's got educational toys, there's books, there's a couple Wubba stuff like that. So if that is something you guys would be interested, please go and check it out. She appreciates everything. I will be doing an unboxing video on my channel. I think I'm going to film it on the 12th, upload it on the 13th. So just, if you guys want to get her anything, be sure that it's here before then. If it is a little bit late, I will do a special video just unboxing, but all unboxings for birthday presents will be filmed and put up on my channel sometime. So thanks you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on next time. Bye.